To discuss all of this, joining me now, David Swerdlick. He is an assistant editor at The Washington Post and a CNN political commentator. So, David, great to have you on. Welcome on this day after Thanksgiving. You know, they were talking about what's happened in Pennsylvania this afternoon, but I want to talk to you, too, about, this president. Less than 24 hours ago, the president said he's going to leave office if the Electoral College votes for Biden. And then when you look at his Twitter feed this morning, he's basically saying that, well, actually, it's on Biden, to prove his 80 million votes were, as he said, not fraudulently or illegally obtained. What say you?
Yeah, good to see you.
We're just going to be on this roller coaster?
Look, a couple of things are going on here. One is that this is drifting into total sour grapesism and crybabyism on the part of the president and his campaign. You have a situation where even if the Supreme Court takes up this case that the Third Circuit rejected today, they rejected the motion for an injunction, even if they take up Pennsylvania's electoral votes are not enough to get President Trump over the top. President-elect Biden would still have enough electoral college votes to be seated as president. And the other thing that's drifting out there from President Trump and his other allies is this idea that it's so hard to believe that Biden got 80 million popular votes, because they're saying, how could he have gotten more than President Obama? But President Trump also got more popular votes than President Obama. And President Trump, by any measure, by any poll, is not more popular than President Obama. It was just simply a higher turnout election here. So they're grasping at straws. And as you said, the president today said the onus is on Biden to prove his case if he can enter the White House. But we know that's not true. The election's over. And it looks like the president is just going to drag this out as long as he can.
Sour grapesism. That's a new one. I'm writing that one down for the record books. I want you to listen, David, to the president here just talking about the election.
They're finding tremendous discrepancies in the votes, and nobody believes those numbers. Those numbers are incorrect numbers. The numbers are false. The numbers are corrupt. It was a rigged election, 100%. It's going to be a very hard thing to concede, because we know there was massive fraud.
Again, there has been no massive fraud, no widespread fraud found in this election. Several Republicans have come out to either call Joe Biden the president-elect or at least, support this transition moving forward. So as you sit and you listen to the president, David, who is he talking to? Who is that message for?
I think the message is partly for the hardcore of his political base. He did get a tremendous amount of support in this election, and he's playing to those voters who wanted to see 4 more years. But the message is also for himself. Everybody who has ever reported on President Trump, who has known him, has reported out that his ego is incredibly fragile, that he is incredibly insecure. And I do think at some point it's devastating to him that he lost the election to someone that he had tried to tag as Sleepy Joe. But he's not talking about someone off the street. Vice President Biden, or President-elect Biden, is the former 2-term Vice President of the United States. Kamala Harris is a sitting U.S. senator from the largest state in the union. The president is trying to dismiss people who are right there with him on his level and will soon take over the administration from him, and it's just not gaining any traction. If his campaign had evidence, Brooke, they would have produced it in court in these many cases that, as Jessica pointed out, have gone nowhere, including with this judge on the Third Circuit who, as you said, was a Trump appointee. They're dragging this out, and they just want to extend the delay until the president has to acknowledge that he lost.
Say it again. He lost. David Swerdlick.